Hi, good morning. I'm Raleigh Brown. It's Christmas morning, 2024, and I'm here with Charlie the dog, who you can see behind me there in his chair. He may be here the whole time, or he may move around. You just never know with Charlie. And I thought I'd give a little Christmas gift this morning to the guitar players in the audience and do a little tutorial on the George Gershwin tune, Summertime, since it's uh, the opposite of that right now. So I think maybe first I'll just play through a version of it, and then I'm going to tell you a bunch of stuff about how I play it. So let's talk a little bit about the structure of this tune. You have this A minor part, and then you have a C major part at the end. And the A minor, usually there's some kind of vamp, some sequence of chords played over it. And I'm going to give you three versions of this sequence. The first is the most harmonically unsophisticated, and that would just be playing an A minor shape, and then you move it up two frets, and you have kind of a B minor shape with an A bass under it. And then you flatten out the three frets, three strings at the fifth fret, which actually is a C chord, but when you add an A at the bottom of it, it becomes an A minor seventh. So you have this. Now, this is all part of what's called the Dorian mode, which is a minor scale in A, and it has a major sixth. So the minor scale normally would be 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, 8. But in the Dorian mode, you have 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, major 6, flat 7, 8. It's a beautiful sound. You might have heard it in Paul Simon's version of Scarborough Fair, or there's other tunes in which it shows up. And what it leads to is instead of having like an A minor chord and then the 4 chord as a D minor, the 4 chord becomes a D major. So you have this. So we're going to use a taste of that here, but not all the way through. So we have, here's the A minor shape, the B minor shape with the F sharp in it instead of the F, and then the C shape, and then the B minor shape. Now, you can do a more a slightly more sophisticated or various version where you have an A minor 7, you leave the G string open, and then you just move that up where you have this half step interval. And so it's like a C shape on those two strings just moved up 2 frets. And then here you have this unison, but you also have that. So we have the first sound, you have the second sound, that also is a very Scarborough Fairey kind of sound. And then the third one is where we have the Dorian mode, but we're going into what they call quartal harmony, quart with a Q, which means harmony in fourths. So you have the A, and then the fourth of A is D, and the fourth of D is G, and the fourth of G is C. And then we're going to move part of that up, so it stays in quartal harmony. Gives it a more kind of mysterious, jazzier sound. And you can carry that upward. You can go here, and then up here you need this F sharp, and then it's kind of like an E minor shape. Another beautiful sound, which you don't need to confine to summertime. You could put it in something else. And then what we want to do is have the melody. And to try and keep that going while we have this vamp going, we're going to use, whoops. So I'm using open string, 3rd fret of the B, 5th fret of the G, and then the open B. So we can go. That way I keep my vamp going. Listen to that again. And then we have this space in the melody. Then we're going to go to a D minor, and we're going to walk the root note down chromatically. This is technically a D minor with a major 7, and then a D minor 7. E, you can go F here, or you could go E, you could go B minor 7, flat 5 into the E. And then you kind of repeat that. This back down, and then it goes into the second part that's in the key of C. So you could have a regular C major, A minor, and then maybe an F, E, and A minor. Now I like to play a more kind of fancier chord for the C. So right here I have a C with an added 9th and a G on top. So it's on the A string, it's 3, then 2, then 0, then 3, 3. Or I could flatten this out and get a 6, 9. So A minor here, this is just like a bar A minor, but with the C note up top. And you could do an F7 up here, and then a E7, and there you're through a verse of the song. You could also add some stuff up top. forsake my vamp a little bit, but not so as you'd really notice. So what I did there, I think I went to this arpeggio of the A minor chord, A minor 7, but I might have just gone, and that's like a minor 13th or 11th. So I'm going 7, 10, then I move over 9, 8, 7, 10 again. And you can experiment with that shape. It's a really beautiful. And then if you want to get a little darker, you could come down to this F sharp again, that Dorian sound. So I could go. You could do that down here. And up here, this is like a D minor shape that's like an A minor, and then this, that's like an F or a D minor 7 arpeggio. So I'm going 8, 5, 6, 7, 5, 7, 8, 5. And I see it as outlining the shape of this D minor chord. And then you can couple that with our little figure down here. So I could go here we go. This back out to E chord. C, A minor, F, E. Vamp. So there are some ideas. I hope you have fun with that. If you've already broken all your Christmas toys, then you can get your guitar out. And Charlie is decamped. I don't know. Oh, he's behind me here on the floor. So I'll just say goodbye for both of us, and I hope you're having a lovely Christmas. Bye-bye.